Yeah, absolutely. Going into MMA, I didn't expect to be at this point this quick, but we're here, and I'm excited. I'm looking to make the most of every single opportunity that I get, and that's, to me, what every single fight is. It's a big opportunity, and I'm just excited to perform.
Well, obviously, you changed plans this week, changed your opponent. Can you walk us through how that all unfolded? Was there any, discussion of the opponent? How did it all unfold?
So I found out on Monday evening while I was training that my opponent had pulled out, and initially I'm just like, dang it, like 10 weeks of camp, like we're not gonna get a fight, like frick, what am I gonna do? And it was in the middle of my workout, so I'm like, all right, I might as well just finish this workout up. So I just went and finished up, and then talked with my manager, and he's like, we think they might have a couple guys for you. We'll find out in the morning what the situation is, and so then in the morning I got a bout agreement, and I'm ready to go. So signed it, and here we are.
Did you have any concerns with facing a newcomer, right? Because does that really propel you forward or prove anything for the people that are looking for you to answer questions?
There were concerns, just because for me initially I felt like I'm not the type of guy to do last minute switch ups and stuff, and I'm very calculated, planned, and I felt like a little unsure of what to do, but the more we thought about it, the more I talked with my team, and I'm just very fortunate to have a great team. They kind of led me in the right direction, and I trust those people, and at the end of the day I made the decision for what we're going to do. But yeah, I think that I'm just always trying to build my reputation, and it doesn't really matter who I'm fighting. I'm just going out there to do my best.
Do you find it challenging at all? Because it seems like unless you go out there and destroy this guy in 30 seconds, people are going to say, oh, that Bo guy's all hype, we told you he wasn't that guy. I mean, is it difficult? It seems like the expectations for you are almost unrealistic at this point.
It was pretty crazy after my last fight, because people were saying, oh, he had trouble taking Jamie Pickett down, he stuffed his takedown, and I was like, I took him down in 20 seconds. Like, what are we talking about here? Let's be real. But I think that there's just going to be that expectation that's set, right? I'm 4-0 with 4 first-round finishes, and that's what people want to see me fail. A lot of people want to see me win, and there's just a lot of expectations for me. I'm going out there to perform to the best of my ability, whether that's a first-round finish, whether that's a decision. It's not really of concern, the result. I just am going out there to do my best, and everything else will take care of itself.
Nice. Last thing for me, you go out there and you do pick up this victory. How do you see your career progressing? Like you said, you didn't see it going this fast. I mean, are you already thinking like, am I ready for ranked opposition, or is that ridiculous to even consider at this point in your career? Like, how do you see it progressing from this moment?
The main thing that I'm focused on is just improving, getting better. My pro debut was June of last year, so I'm 13 months into my professional career, and I'll have my 5th fight, and it's going fast. But I have a great team around me. I have a lot of people that are supporting me who have tons and tons of experience, and I lean on them a lot. So I'm just focused on doing what I can do, getting better, improving every day, and like I said, again, everything else will take care of itself.
Well, over here, I'm curious, like, given this was such a short notice fight, how much did your background as like a collegiate wrestler, because you're gonna have to wrestle 3-4 times a night, you might not know who the final 3 opponents are gonna be before the first match?
Yeah, exactly. That was something that I referenced right away, just because it's, I think, a huge advantage for me. Going to the NCAA tournament, I'm gonna have 5 matches over a weekend, and I don't even know if I'm gonna wrestle in the second round, let alone the quarters, semis, or finals. So it's really nothing new, and that brings me a lot of confidence in knowing that I'm there to compete, and regardless of who it is, I've experienced things similar to this before, even if they're not the same, and I'm ready to go.
When Robert Whitaker was in here, he said there's nothing more dangerous than fighting a guy with nothing to lose, because they don't have anything to lose in there. I'm curious how you view your new opponent, because he's 5 days notice. Like, if he doesn't look great, people will just be like, oh, it was 5 days notice.
Yeah, I absolutely think that he is in that situation. He doesn't have anything to lose. I think that this is a great opportunity for him. Even if he loses, he might be in the UFC after this. So, it makes sense why he would take the fight. And for me, competing against people that have nothing to lose is nothing new. I've been doing that since I was a little kid, right? When I was 8, 9, 10 years old, I felt like that's how people competed against me. And so I have thousands of competition reps that way. And when I was in college, it was the same thing. People felt like they didn't have anything to lose, and they still lost.
I'm curious, just based off of that, when was the last person you faced either in MMA or wrestling where you were the underdog? Like people would be surprised if you had won.
I don't know. I don't know the last time I was an underdog. Probably my sophomore year in college, which that year I made the NCAA finals. I was competing against the number 1 pound for pound guy in the NCAA. He had a 70 match win streak or so. And so, that's the last match that I think of as far as me being an underdog, where people thought I wasn't going to win. And a lot of my buddies made bets on that and won a lot of money. So, I don't know. I guess that's it. But yeah, I like being the favorite. I'm going to hopefully continue to be the favorite for the rest of my career.